Hey there, my name's Eli from Fox Airsoft, and one of the many important things to us here at Flat Acres Farm Airsoft Field is of course safety. And with safety does come with some rules. So this video, I will be going over our general safety briefing that we also do when you come to our field to let you know kind of what our rules are and how to best follow them. Starting off, we will go right into rule number 1. I will listen to all staff instructions. This one is pretty self-explanatory. Here at the field, the refs are in charge of taking care of you, making sure you have the best experience possible, and that also includes running your games, getting game modes out, letting people know what side they're on. So it's really important that you listen to all the staff and what they have to say to make sure that you have the best experience here. Number 2, I will wear impact rated goggles that are full seal and have a retention strap. This one is also super important. The kind of goggles that we require here must have the Z87 Plus stamp on them. That is the impact rating that we tolerate. Make sure your eyes are protected. Number 3, if I am under 18 years old, I will wear a hard lower face mask. This is very important as airsoft projectiles can carry enough power to damage your teeth. So we want to keep all the kiddos safe with their teeth, and it's also just a good idea. Like we like to say here, mesh is cheap, teeth are not. Number 4, I will abide by the posted chrono limits and minimum engagement distances. Now here at Flat Acres Farm Airsoft Field, we have 3 sets of classes for our field. We have our rifleman class, which chronos from 1.5 joules and below with 0.32 gram BBs. Now, if you're HBA, we do chrono 0.2 joules lower. But if you are that rifleman class, you are allowed to full auto on the prison field as long as it is outside of buildings and not within 10 feet of other players. We also have our DMR class, which is a 75-foot minimum engagement and chronos anywhere from 1.5 to 2 joules. And then finally, we have our sniper class. This class is 100 feet minimum engagement and chronos anywhere from 2 joules to 3 joules. Like I mentioned before though, if you are HBA powered, that means you are chronoed at 0.2 joules lower. This is to prevent what's called joule creep with some regulators. Sometimes when those regulators get low, they like to spike up a little bit. Number 5, I will not blind fire and use semi only within 10 feet of other players. Now you may be asking yourself, well, what is blind fire? Blind fire is when you cannot see down the barrel of your gun or where your BBs are going. So, for instance, if I were to shoot around a corner like this, or like this, or like this, that would be considered blind fire because I cannot see down the barrel of my gun or where my BBs are going. Also, when you come up to a wall or a fence and it has a little crack in it, if you try to shoot through that crack and you're looking through a different crack or whatever, unfortunately that is blind fire. It's just kind of against the spirit of the game. We think it's a little bit of cheating. So in order to shoot through a hole, you must be able to not only see down those iron sights, but also stick your entire fist through whatever hole you're shooting through. Number 6, in staging, I will have my magazine out, safety on, pistol in holster, and will not dry fire. This rule is one of our most important rules on this board. We also do require those barrel bags over your guns. If you have a pistol, they must be in a holster with the magazine out. With this rule, we are also on a 2-strike system. So if we catch any players shooting in the staging area or having their magazines in, no barrel bags, all that stuff, we will mark their wristband. And if you get 2 marks, then you're going home for the day. Number 7, I will use white biodegradable BBs only. This is an outdoor field and the landowner has requested that we keep it bio-friendly. So all BBs that you use here must be biodegradable, but they do not have to be from us. Number 8, I will attend all game briefings that I intend to play. This one is another important rule to us. It helps with game balance. If you decide to take a break throughout the day for some lunch or whatever, that is perfectly fine, but we do ask that you don't do it halfway through a game. When players leave or join halfway through a game, it makes the team balancing messed up, makes it a lot less fun for other players. Also, most of the time, you will not know what the game mode is. So it's important that you show up for that game briefing and plan to play the entire game. Number 9 is I will respect the property and pick up all of my trash. This is another important rule. As many of these are, this land is not actually owned by Fox itself. It is owned by Farmer Mike, who generously lends it to us. And if we want to keep playing Airsoft out here, we have to do our job to respect that property. Number 10 is I will not climb on, move, or alter any field barricade. Now, there are many barricades out on the field of different varieties, including some trenches. This rule is purely for your safety. We don't want you to break your ankle doing some cool battle roll over a log or whatever, or jumping into that trench. So we just ask that you respect that rule so nobody gets hurt. Number 11, I will not make physical contact or use profanity with staff or other players. This one is super important, and it is also zero tolerance. We don't do the strike system with this rule. If we see this kind of behavior, we will most likely just be sending you home for the day. It is zero tolerance. Number 12, I will call my own hits, play honorably, and treat others as I would like to be treated. This rule kind of ties into that last one. Airsoft is an honor sport, and we want to help build that community up. So we just ask that you are respectful to others and treat others how you would like to be treated. If you do have a problem with another player, however, you can always let a ref know, then let us take care of it. That way, your experience is awesome. Moving on, there are other parts of our safety briefing that are not on the actual rule board. First off is our general callouts. So here at the field, we have a handful of callouts that we say when different things happen. First off, our first callout is real world. This is what we shout when somebody has an emergency on the field that requires advanced medical care. When you hear this call out, you are to stop shooting, pop your magazine out, and point your gun to the ground. However, if you know where that call out is coming from, you can also point to where it is so that they can get the help that they need as quick as possible. Obviously, everybody has that urge to help, but we do ask that you guys just point to where it's coming from rather than crowding them. Our next call out is blind man. Blind man is what we say when somebody's eye protection has either fallen off or failed them, meaning their eyes are no longer safe. If you hear blind man, it's the same situation. Stop shooting, pop that magazine out. However, if you are the blind man, please cover your eyes, get as low to the ground as possible, and do not move. We will come to you. When you stand up looking for the gate without your goggles, you might lose your eye because not everybody heard the call out. So it's very important to stay put. Let us take care of you. Our next call out is wildlife. Wildlife is what we say when there's an animal bigger than a goose or a threat to players on the field, aka a dog, a deer, snake, that kind of thing. There's also a few barn cats that like to wander over here. Those all count as wildlife. However, there are a lot of rabbits that like to roam around, but they don't count as wildlife, but also we ask that you don't shoot them. Obviously, the animals are not here to get shot like we are. If you hear wildlife, it's the same situation. Just stop shooting, pop those magazines out. We'll get the animal off the field so we can get that game going. Our next call out is goggles on. This is what we simply shout when we are going out to the field and going past the point of no return. Once you are past either of the gates or the shooting range, you must have your eye protection on at all times. Even if it gets uncomfortable, sweaty, itchy, foggy, we ask that you do keep those guys on, as we'd much rather you be uncomfortable than blind. And then our last call out is NX. NX means end of exercise. It means we're either switching sides or coming back to the staging area. The ref will let you know what we're doing next. Last few things are just some additional rules that aren't currently listed on the rule board. First things first is grenade rules. Now, unfortunately, we do not allow any pyro or bang grenades here at Fox Airsoft. The only kind of grenades that we do allow are going to be the spring ones or the gas ones that shoot BBs everywhere. With that, if a grenade goes off outside, like right here in front of me, you must be hit by a BB to be considered out. But if it goes off in a building, it is room-based. So if a grenade goes off in a prison cell, everybody in the cell is dead. If a grenade goes off in a tower, everybody in the tower is dead. But if it's a long hallway, it's a 10-foot kill distance, or if a BB hits you, use your best judgment. Friendly fire, it does count, it will happen, and it is not the end of the world. If you friendly fire someone though, we do allow you to tape the hit for them. Ricochets do not count, but when in doubt, call it out. If you're not sure if something is a ricochet, just call it so you're not accidentally cheating. Gun hits also do not count, but if your gun gets hit, just shout gun hit so the person shooting at you doesn't think you're cheating. Dead men do not talk. If you are dead and walking back to respawn, you are silent so you're back in the game. That means no revealing enemy locations or objectives. Spawn flags. In each of your spawns, there will be a flag. In order to respawn, you must physically touch that flag. There's no walking halfway back. Nope, you gotta actually touch that flag physically in order to respawn. The bang bang rule. Here at Fox, we do not do the bang bang rule. It is optional for our players. So I could walk up to a player, say bang, he could turn around and shoot me in the face if he wants. That is up to him if he wants to honor that. The reason for that is we just feel it causes way too many arguments, and we feel confident that with our chrono limits, you are safe to be shot at point blank range. That's about it for our overall safety briefing, and I hope I can see you out here at the field soon. Bye.